rise by Peter's head and slice of an angel wrapped in skin. Throw dice and woes of life. Love deprived, look at her vibe. What's the meaning of life? One subjective paradise. Crystal chandeliers, motives reflected. Off the mirrors and pit, clip, ready from ear to ear. Craving and raving and grain, rekindle the flame. Close as she draws near. Stay there, remove your underwear, shove it somewhere over there. In paradise, we know our purpose. In paradise, we know what our worth is. In paradise, we manifest dreams. In paradise, truth is what you conceive. Are you my paradise?
Yes, it is. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Unpopular Hour. Of course, I'm your host, Matt Clark, and today is Barbecue Tuesday. And you know, I'm at George's Happy Hog, one of my favorite places, located at 712 Culbertson Drive, just east of Lincoln, south of the state capitol, north of the OU Medical Center, right across from Homestead. You can't miss it, just right there on Culbertson. Go right over the hill. There's a stop sign right there, Lindsay, and then just come over. You can't miss it. It's right there on the south side of the street. Best barbecue. Just love this place, and everybody who comes in loves it. And today on the menu for me, of course, is every Tuesday, Friday is mac and cheese. So you know I'm having my mac and cheese today. And then, of course, yum, I'm having greens. And then I'm having my hot links. And I'm doing chopped beef today. Normally, I switch between the chicken, the chopped beef, and the smoked bologna, which is really, really good. It's not quite as good as Jamil's, but it's really, really close. If you like smoked bologna, it's the place to go. It's one of my favorite places. And I do enjoy the smoked bologna, like I said, here at George's Happy Hog. One of my favorite places to go, and their smoked bologna is great. And then, of course, I do have my hot links because I love the really traditional hot links that they do have. And then, in addition to that, their mac and cheese is unbelievable. But it's only, like I said, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They're open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 7 for catering and events. You can contact them at 405-525-8111. And, of course, our live stream today is brought to you by YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. They are the bank that makes things happen, and they are a sponsor for us to go out and support women, minority, and black-owned businesses in the Oklahoma City area. And then hopefully they'll be able to support us going up north or when we go to Tulsa. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, but like I said, we'll be going to the. We're trying to get done, and it's almost there. It's just a pain in the butt trying to get all the right people to talk to get up there to do at the Greenwood Rising Museum. Can't wait to go up there. And then, of course, starting in a couple of weeks, every Monday we will be at a different high school, okay, and supporting high school football. So excited about doing that as well. And here are the locations for YNB. It's the main bank at 401M downtown, YNB East, which is off the Parkway, and 66th or 39th Expressway, however you want to look at it. YNB Mustang on 218 Mustang Road, YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40. And then, of course, the bank I always go to is 23rd and MacArthur People's National Bank. They're in Bethany between Rockwell and MacArthur. So anyway, one of my favorite places to go. George's Happy Hog. And Yukon Bank, too, when I got business transactions. But, we talked a lot about Deion's victory at CU yesterday. And then I saw some pushback on social media and stuff about people. And I don't understand the problem that people have with what he did. I don't have a problem. I don't know, a lot of black people still mad at him that he left an HBCU. I just don't, when people talk about Deion, they talk about him being linked to Jackson State, which is an HBCU. Once again, you're getting free publicity. So I'm not sure what the real deal is here. I just don't really get it. I don't get the anger towards him. and what he did. Because once again, as we talked about
He did
yesterday,
wrong.
I talked about as we
Because he
talked
did
about
wrong.
as I talked about yesterday. One of the things that he did, he only talked to 20 guys, 20. The rest of them quit. But then everybody comes in and he got rid. No, 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 no. They quit. I have no interest in anybody to quit. You quit, that's on you, bro. You could have stepped up. You could have, tried to make a play for yourself. You could have tried to earn a spot on the team, but you left. I don't want to hear no nonsense about that. I don't want to hear it. You quit. Either you can play or you can't. Either you're ready or you're not. And if you're not, take your ass on. I don't want you on my team anyway, which is basically what he said. And I'm joined by Nathan Taylor. Go ahead, bro.
And his son can play.
Yeah, his son can play, but my thing is this.
He can play.
I know that, but my thing is this: is that people are still mad at him because of that. And I'm like, he talked to 20 guys, 20. The media blew it up. He talked to 20 guys. The rest quit. And once again, people.
I agree with you, man.
Once again, people, scholarships are yearly deals. They're not 4-year scholarships. They are yearly. That is the misconception of people out there in the world. They are year to year. Okay? The university can jerk your scholarship at any time. It's year to year. You don't have to have a scholarship. You can switch away. Now you can leave. So I don't understand the fervor. I don't understand the heat. I'm just happy that he got the win.
I thought you were talking about Lincoln Riley. That's why I jumped on this.
No, but Lincoln Riley, to me, I have Lincoln. We don't know the intricacies of what happened between Lincoln and the AD and all that. We don't know. We don't know what happened between him and Castiglione. We don't know what happened to him and the president. You have no idea what happened. You have no idea why he left.
I think you're right. You're right. I've got my opinions,
but that's irrelevant. But that's irrelevant. Your opinion is irrelevant if you don't know what happened, right?
It's fun to talk about.
No. I understand that, but what I'm saying is, if you, like I tell people all day long, I don't know why he left. I assume I know why he left. I heard why he left, but at the same time, my opinion means nothing because once you know what's going on, then you can make a valid opinion on why he left and why he didn't, right?
The only problem I had with it, well, other than the fact that I'm an OU fan, but the legitimate reason I had a problem with it was because he said he didn't know before whatever day. It was a short amount of the night before, the day before. He's full of crap.
I believe that. I'm with you 100%. I think he knew before the season started he was gone.
Yes.
I believe that too.
Again,
I believe that too.
Speculation in my opinion, but I think it was because OU didn't want to give him the budget he wanted for
the SEC, which they gave to who?
Gave to Venables.
Yes. You gave it to Venables. If you gave it to Lincoln, he'd probably still be there. But I think there's other things that were involved. There's other things involved too. But the bottom line is, I have a lot of OU friends. They get mad about the NIL. About the transfer portal. I'm like, how many guys you guys get in the transfer portal? Why is it okay if you got guys, but then your guys left? Why are you mad? I'm confused. So it's okay if you get guys, but if guys leave, you mad.
The thing that bothers me the most about this stuff is I think that college sports is turning into, like I don't know what you want to say about free agency. It's not really free agency because they don't have any contracts. So I think that's, and I have no doubt, I have no arguments that the players, I believe the players should get paid. I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
But for them to be able to be a madhouse, just jump around wherever they want to go, I think that should be, I'm not saying they should be able to do it. I just think it should be regulated a little bit better.
Okay.
And, because like every year you're rebuilding.
Okay, Nathan, 1 year, you should be able to transfer one time. I believe in that wholeheartedly. You should be able to leave one time. One time, okay? For whatever reason, you should be able to go. One time. Now, every year, like some of these guys have been at 6 colleges. How the hell are you at 6 different universities in 5 years? I don't. I have an issue with that.
South Carolina, back OU.
Yeah, I have an issue with that. Okay, but for them to be able to leave and be able to go what they want to go one time, I have no problem with that. And the reason why I know that, or the reason why I say that, is from the fact that I know coaches lie. They will lie to you, okay? They will do whatever the hell they got to do to get you at that school. Period.
Well, here's here's my question for you. Like, what do you think? I mean, I think Levy. I mean, I'm foreshadowing a little bit, but if Levy, if offense goes the way it looks like it might go, then Levy's probably going to be up for a head coaching job pretty soon. I would think. Well, and Arnold. I mean, he's
Okay.
hell, I want to go with him. So,
Okay.
It's about West, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
But this is the deal. This is the deal. If Jackson Arnold doesn't get on the field, then because people got to remember, you got to be at a school more than 1 year to be tied to the school. I mean, you can, but you're not really. You were there 1 year, okay? You don't. I mean, Jackson Arnold, he likes OU, whatever. But if your coach leaves, has he really been inundated in the culture of the University of Oklahoma? Probably not. It takes a couple years for you really to be committed to what the school is, okay? And if your offensive coordinator leaves, which is the reason why he came, then OU needs to do whatever the hell they need to do to make sure he doesn't, which means pay him. But he also is not going to leave just to go anywhere, okay? He's not going to leave to go anywhere. I mean, if he leaves, he's going to go somewhere where there's an opportunity for him to be successful, and Jackson Arnold is not going to leave and just go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not. But the whole thing is,
how many great programs got cracked quarterback? My goodness.
I know, but man, all I know is, man, he looks good. God dang, man.
He looks great. I mean, I didn't see much of it. I mean, well, I saw all of it, but I did. You didn't see much, but my gosh, I mean,
Dude, he is. Oh my goodness.
7-on-7, you don't even sometimes go 11 for 11.
I can tell you this.
So
He is. My eye test of what I saw, I was like, how the hell is this kid not in front of him? What the hell is going on?
Gabriel, I thought Gabriel looked a lot better this year too.
Gabriel is still Gabriel. What I'm saying is Gabriel's still Gabriel to me. And you were in a 7-3 win. That shows me nothing as far as what your tape last year.
No.
That you haven't showed me anything. That was a 7-3 smashing. I haven't seen anything. I saw you doing the same stuff that I saw last year, throwing those little short passes and guys turn them into yak. Yards after catch. That's what I saw. I saw you a few deep passes, but you're not under pressure. Now this week at SMU, it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to get a chance to see a little bit more of what they can and cannot do. It's kind of like when everybody was on Deion Sanders' son. I'm like, have you watched the kid play for 2 years? Did you watch the kid in high school? He gets to talk to Tom Brady and Peyton Manning on the phone. You think he don't have...
I'm guilty of that, but man, he is good.
I mean, he's poised, man. And the thing is this, his balls, as they call his layups, if that's what you call them, his layups are on point. He leads the guy. The guys aren't reaching behind him trying to catch the ball. They're right there in stride. He had 2 touchdowns of 40+ yards dropped. So, but like I said, this weekend against Nebraska is going to be a big tell for them, to me, at home. But I predicted them to go 2-0. And Drew's all mad. Part of it I did just to piss Drew off. Drew hit the Husker, DrewPigs.com. Part of it, I picked him to beat Nebraska just to piss him off. I mean, that's why I did it. Do I really think they have a chance to beat Nebraska? Yes. They are at home. It's going to be loud. It's going to be crazy. The hype machine is going to be up. But what I thought was interesting is that on Sunday, Deion was already in them about, hey, he was already making guys run sprints. Hey, you screwed up, you run it. Hey, he's already in them about, hey.
Mind change. What's up, boys?
Hey, what's up, B? He was already on them about that. I'm like, dang, man. But that's what you're supposed to do. Hey, hey, that was one win. That don't mean, hey, we trying to win a whole bunch. That was great. We, as his point was, we expected to win. None of us expected. I mean, I did. I picked him to win. I picked him to win.
Matt, but were you surprised about how they played? You picked him to win?
I picked him to win. Y'all picked him to lose. You drew and B, and all picked him to lose. I picked him to win. Because to me, TCU, I didn't think TCU deserved to be in the national championship last year.
No, definitely.
They got lucky as hell. And I'm like, okay, go ahead, man. Go ahead, Ben.
Oh, I mean, they lost 17 starters, I think, or something like that too. So it's not, I mean,
No, they had
it's
9. They had 9 returning
they
starters.
had 9 that they
Yes.
lost.
They have 9 returning.
So
So they
yes,
lost
that's not
13.
enough.
They lost 13.
Yeah, it's not enough. Then they had,
Colorado
I
had
mean,
3 coming back.
yeah, 87 new guys, I think, or something like that.
Yeah.
They
Well,
have
go
a
ahead, Ben. Go ahead and
whole
make
lot
your
more
point, Ben.
talent.
Okay, but my deal is this with Colorado. Like I said, my thing is, and I said this all along, skill position, they're set. And I told you that, weeks ago. Their skill
Yeah.
position is set. Skill positions. I mean, they got some quarterback, running back, wide receiver. They're set. Defensive backs,
Cornerback,
they're
yep.
set. The question is, can they stop somebody, the offensive and defensive line? And the offensive line, did he get dirty?
I don't know.
Did he get hit? I'm talking about Sanders. Did he get hit? I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't think so.
Did he get? I mean, it didn't look like his shirt. It looked like his uniform was awful dirty. So his offensive line good, but the question is, their defensive line. Like I talked about yesterday. Why didn't TCU run the damn ball at the end of the game? They haven't stopped y'all game. I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't understand that, but I can promise you, Nebraska's going to run the football. I can
That was
promise you
yeah.
that.
That was a hell of a pick by that Travis Hunter kid too. He's good. He plays both ways. I think I saw he played in between like 120, 140 plays. It just
Yeah,
depends where you looked it up. But
145 plays.
yeah, I saw different reports. But
Well,
yeah,
the
I mean,
difference
still that's
is,
impressive as hell.
well, they didn't give him the plays that there were penalties,
Okay, yeah, I got you.
which he lined up.
Yeah, he was out there.
He was
got
out
you.
there. I mean, if there's a penalty, he still played the possession unless it was illegal procedure. Then, of course, that play doesn't happen. But offsides happens, holdings happen, all that happens. So
Yeah, he had like 100 over 100 yards receiving in that pick. He looked good.
that pick, though, like I said, I didn't see him either. Did you? When you watched the replay, I thought the guy was wide open. Did you not?
He cut on that so fast.
Yeah, he did. Anticipation. He set that guy up so
because he
fast.
plays both ways. That's why that stuff helps.
He set him up. So, but speaking of setting up in college football today, guys. By the way, Ben, how was your weekend?
Man, it was good. It was long, dude. I think I worked like 28 out of like 36 hours or something like that. So it was a long one, man.
Man, I tell you what, college football this weekend though. Nebraska at CU. Colorado, if you can believe this, is a -3.5 point favorites.
I can't believe they're in the top 25, to be honest.
Well, the top 25 really don't come out till tomorrow.
Yeah, the AP, they're already out on that.
Did they come out today? Because I was looking for it before I came
today.
on.
Yeah, they're number 22.
Yeah, I was looking for it. I couldn't catch it before.
It just came out probably 30, 45 minutes ago.
Okay, yeah, that's why I didn't catch it. Nebraska CU -3.5 over 58.5. I said, wait a minute, weren't they 7.5 point dogs last week before the game?
Something like that,
But anyway, then you got Purdue. Like I said, the number we'll get into it further in detail when it gets closer.
It'll change.
But we'll get into further detail. But I'm excited about what happened. But I can promise you, every superstar, rapper, actor, musician, whatever, is going to be trying to get into Colorado, Nebraska game. What do y'all think?
Yeah.
I think everybody's
Colorado. Who doesn't want to go to Colorado? Being
Yeah.
serious, like that's what a great just recruiting pitch on its own.
Yep.
Like just Colorado's a beautiful place.
Yep.
It's getting a little more expensive, but I mean, who doesn't want to be there? Honestly.
Yeah. Purdue versus. Here's my other game. I got Purdue versus Virginia Tech. It's another game to watch this Saturday. Tech is +3 over under 49.5. Notre Dame at NC State. We're going to really see what NC State's all about and Notre Dame. A&M at Miami. Miami's +4.
That'll be good. Miami looks fast.
Yeah,
Is that Miami like Florida?
Florida, yes. Miami, Florida.
Okay, yeah.
I guess I
they
should
were
have put
fast.
Florida. I should have put Florida. Yeah,
Athletes.
+4 over under 49.5. Texas State, I put Texas State and USTA because USTA, University of Texas of San Antonio. I guess it's UTSA. I screwed that up. Anyway, they almost beat Houston.
Yeah.
They
That was
gave
close.
Houston.
I was nervous for Houston there.
I was too. Go ahead, Nathan.
Yeah, I think they could do it. You know, UTSA always kind of gets people forget about them, but that's a good solid program.
Yes, it really is. And
they get all the leftovers from all the big guys, all the big recruits. They get all the leftovers. They always have good athletes. There's, some of those like small Florida schools are the same way.
Wasn't
And
that,
then, of course,
man, correct me if I'm wrong, wasn't that, did Larry Coker build that thing from the ground up?
yeah, he did
Right?
at UTSA, yes. And then, hey, Texas State, they beat Baylor. Do you know they had 61 new players?
Ugh.
They did the same thing that Colorado did. The difference is their coach is not Deion Sanders.
They're not 5 stars. Yeah.
And that's the
There's
4 and
nothing wrong
5
with
stars. That's the difference. They're not, and he's not Deion Sanders. But anyway, that's why I put them in there. I think it's going to be a good game. University of Texas San Antonio is 12.5-point favorites. TU goes to Washington. And I'm just like, man. And tomorrow, I wasn't going to do it today, but I'm going to do it tomorrow. We're going to do the top 10 college quarterbacks in the country, and we're going to break those down where they're at, and then, of course, who they're going to play this week. So we're going to do that tomorrow. So
Perfect.
if you guys want to do your top 10 quarterbacks, send them to me, and then I'll put
Gotcha.
those on the deal at the same time when we do our whole deal. But anyway, Washington minus 34.5, over under 64, with Tulsa coming to town. I think Tulsa's going to give them Tulsa's that they just give OSU fits. They give OU fits. They're not some dumping ground. I mean, they got
Yep.
what? Their former running backs on the roster with the Chiefs. Their former starting tackle is the former tackle is the starting tackle for the left tackle for the Dallas Cowboys. So they've got some players.
Yep, and I mean, I just feel like they always have a very tough schedule. I feel like they never try to have these cupcake games because I mean they're playing Washington, then they got OU. It's like back to back. Nobody really wants to sign up for stuff like that usually.
Yeah. And
They like you said, they always give us fits, like they always do. OSU, OU, like
Always.
SMU, they're always just getting after it.
I agree. Stanford at USC. USC is minus 29.5, over under 71.5. I'm just going, okay.
USC's going to crush them.
Caleb Williams is now feeling a little pressure, and I still can't believe Travis Hunter and oh my mind just went blank. Sanders, Shador aren't in.
Yeah,
They're
Shador.
plus 3,000 or something to win the Heisman, or plus 6,000 or something, and I'm going, okay. Granted, that was 1 week, but if they come back and have a similar performance this week, how do you not put them up there with Drake May and Caleb?
Yep, no, I understand completely. I mean, I love that Hunter Sanders
Travis
combo. They know each other inside and out. They're so talented. It's going to be fun to watch them. It's just like you said, in the trenches. I think they're just going to have a little trouble, that Colorado team.
Yep. Go ahead, Nathan.
Drake May didn't impress me. I mean, he did, but he didn't look like he was
that great. I agree. And they're sitting there. I was watching something this morning, and they were talking about how Caleb is still not projected to be the number 1 overall pick, and I'm like, what?
I don't even see how it's a contest. How is it a contest?
I don't understand that one at all when I saw that. But anyway, then of course Texas at Alabama to close out Saturday. Do either one of y'all think Texas has a chance?
No.
That's going to be a fun atmosphere if you're out there tailgating. Holy crap, that would be so much fun. But I don't know if Texas has it, but I really don't think Alabama's at. They're just Alabama right now. They just have their name going behind it. I really don't think they're as strong as they used to be. Just like Clemson. I mean, I think Clemson's lost 3 out of their last 4 games or something like that. So just been a bad. I think they're kind of going down in a sense. And I think Texas is rising. They got Mayers and they got Arch Manning coming in after that. I think they're on a upward spiral. But so we'll see.
What do you think, Nathan?
I think Texas is going to lose. It's going to be great for me to see them lose. I don't know. I'm just one of those OU fans that just doesn't like Texas no matter what.
Yeah, well, like I tell all OU fans, I want every Big 12 team to win.
Yeah,
And the reason why is, and I tell all you fans this when they get all crazy about Texas, why the hell would you want Texas to lose? Because if they have a losing record and you beat them, how the hell is that going to help you later to get into the championship? Doesn't help you at all. The weaker the Big 12 is, then the chances of your going to the national championship diminish. You want Texas to be as good as possible, so when you beat them, it means something.
Yep,
instead
even
of you
your
just want to beat
ranking,
them.
even your
Yes,
week
it
week
has
rankings, if
everything
you
to
want
do
that,
with it.
it'll change
It's
everything.
crazy. I don't understand. I don't understand your mentality, Nathan. I don't understand you
No,
guys. Your mentality.
I know,
don't get it.
I know you're saying truth, but my heart, goes above my head sometimes, kind of like with Drew in Nebraska.
Yeah.
So,
Well, no, you're not that bad.
but,
You are not that bad, dude. He's on another level. Crying because they got beat by Minnesota. Yeah, you didn't do that.
my question for you is this: if Arch Manning's if his last name was Arch Smith, would he have had the hype at all? 'Cause to me, he didn't look like what I've
No.
seen of.
Okay, he's pretty good, dude. He's pretty good.
Is he pretty
I
good?
mean,
He's pretty good.
I would say,
He's
I
pretty
mean,
good.
you
Well,
can, I mean, like Ryan Leaf's son doesn't, I mean, he's still pretty good.
yeah.
Like, I mean,
Well, my deal
there's
is this:
different.
Manning. This is my thing with Manning. His name means something, but the fact of who gets to tutelage him, his grandfather, his two uncles,
Sure.
dude, that
Sure.
there's something to be said with that when they can look at your tape and go over it with you and say, hey, you missed this. Why did you make that play? Why did you do that? And that's what I was saying with Shador. He got Tom Brady that on the, that they, he works out and can put him on the phone, call him in and say, hey, Tom, did you see what I did? See what happened? What did I miss? What did I do wrong? Plus, he's a film junkie just like them. So, and that's what Arch Manning is. He's a film junkie. But I think that Texas is doing the right thing. And remember, Eli sat his first year, remember? And Peyton was
Yeah.
supposed to sit, but the quarterback got hurt, so he was forced to play. Okay? So, your whole thing is like, what about, Caleb Williams? He was supposed to sit, remember?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you want that guy to come in and you want him to sit for a year to get a little stronger in the weight room, kind of like what Chet did, getting a little stronger in the weight room. You want them to get stronger so that and have a year in the program so they can build some sort of some strength and understand. But when they're supremely talented like Caleb, I mean, hell, they can come in there and
Well,
play. So
yeah, and then, I mean, people do forget. I think Arch's dad was Cooper Manning, if I'm not
yes,
mistaken,
yes,
and he played wide receiver at Ole Miss, and he was
he was
really
really good.
good.
Yeah,
I
he
know he got
was.
injured at ended his career, so I think his dad would have even been in the NFL too. So I mean, I think at least, I mean, I know
Well,
he was great when he was
And
there.
also Peyton would have went to Ole Miss had his brother been
Yeah,
playing.
yeah,
So
exactly. So that's all that would have changed. But yeah, no, I always forget about his dad Cooper. He was actually a really damn good football player himself.
Yep. Now, the Big 12 games this week. Speaking of Big 12, I know. Sorry, I missed you being yesterday.
Oh, you're good, bub.
You should have checked your
No worries.
message. Should have checked your email. I sent everybody a deal.
I know. I got to turn my
But from
notifications
now
on.
on, I will. No. I'll just make sure I text y'all. Illinois at KU. KU. I just can't believe I'm saying this. Is a 3-point favorite. I don't even know.
Man,
When I looked at that, I'm like, wait, what? What am I looking at? They're favored, so it just goes to show you what they're building down there in Lawrence, and that new stadium is
Jalen
fantastic.
Daniels is a damn good football player. Their quarterback, he's
Yeah, but the
damn good.
quarterback is the other guy, isn't he?
No, Jalen Daniels is the quarterback. He's damn for Kansas. He's damn good.
I thought they had the white guy was the quarterback.
I don't think he played this week.
He didn't play last
I
week.
was looking at the stats.
No, I know he's good though. Is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
no,
He's
Yeah,
great.
he's good, but I'm saying he didn't play though.
Yeah, he doesn't have to.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Is he hurt?
He's
or
playing.
what?
He's playing week 2.
Oh, he's playing. So he's playing against Illinois this weekend.
Yep.
Okay. Utah.
Because I had to beat the guy.
Go ahead, Nathan.
I was just saying, I think they had the last name Bean guy.
Yeah, the
Rich
white guy.
Bean, or-
Yeah, the white guy they played. He's good.
Yeah.
I like him a lot. Number 14, Utah at Baylor. Is Baylor going to bounce back or are they going to get their brains beat out? It's +6.5, over under 51.5.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bloodbath.
They're going to kill.
I agree. And hopefully for them, Cam Rising doesn't play. Because if he plays, they're in trouble.
Well, after seeing last week, they might hold him out, right?
They can. I mean, after Baylor's doing what they're
questionable,
doing,
hold him
but
out, right?
yep. But Cam Rising he's a beast, dude. He is an
He is,
absolute
man. He's
monster,
good.
dude. He really
Former
is.
OU commit, right? Former
Yep.
OU commit.
Yep. What? Yeah, that's what we're talking about here. It's former commit. That's what we're talking about. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Wait a minute. Okay, then we have Troy at Kansas State. Kansas State -15.5. We like Kansas State, don't we? Number 16, we like them.
Yep.
We do, but man, it seems like every year they get beat by a Division II school and they come back and win the rest of it.
It just seems like it doesn't. They overlook them. They are at home, and Manhattan, trust me, is a tough place to play. Trust me. Southern Utah against BYU. BYU minus 25.5-point favorites. Over under 60.5. Iowa over Iowa State. Iowa State's plus 3.5 at home. Does that bother either one of y'all right now?
That's always a hard game to pick, though, man.
Yeah.
Those teams both suck every year. I mean,
well, Iowa's
they're
25th.
awful.
Iowa's ranked 25th, or they were. So I haven't seen up the new
yeah,
things.
but that's like watching Nebraska and who are the hell they played last week?
Minnesota.
I mean, it's like, yeah.
You better be glad Drew is not on right now. He'd be going crazy.
It's not. Yeah, it's just
He'd be going crazy.
Ioa
right
can't score. Just kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, Iowa State can't do much either. I mean,
Okay.
I'd hate if I paid for a ticket to go to one of their games.
Unless you go to school there. Unless you go to school there. SMU at number 19. OU. OU is minus 17.5. Over under 70.5.
I haven't seen any tape on SMU, so I can't really speak on the spread. But I mean, I think OU will walk away with victory.
Well, SMU remember is planning on.
It's going to be tough.
Remember, SMU is planning on going to the ACC with Stanford and Cal, which I don't think helps the ACC at all. And it's funny that North Carolina State voted against it and then said yes. I thought that was funny.
Duquesne, Clemson voted against it too. Or not Clemson. Yeah, Clemson.
North Carolina State, and then they changed their mind. Because to me, Clemson and Florida State, they're gone. They're leaving the ACC. They're leaving it. I do believe that. I think it's going to end up being. I don't think there's room enough for 4 conferences. I think there's going to be 3 conferences. And
how many teams in each? Like 16?
I think 24. 18 to 24, 20 to 24 per deal.
Jeez, that would suck, though, because I like seeing all these guys play each other.
Yeah, but they will play each other. That's the point. They'll play each other. And then when you're adding 12 teams to the playoffs, so that's going to help right there just by doing that. So, anyway, Duquesne at West Virginia. I haven't seen any line on that. There'll be one.
Oh, they look so bad.
God, they look.
Neil Brown out there. He's on the hot seat.
Yeah, anyway. Cincinnati.
I hate his visor. I hate it.
I'm gonna tell you this: Cincinnati at Pitt. I'm interested to see what's going to happen with that game.
All the newcomers are showing pretty well.
Yeah, they are. So I'm interested to see what happens in that game. And then Houston and Rice. Rice gave a good showing, I thought, against Texas. Houston struggled. So we're going to see what happens with Houston and see what they do. Rice plus 9.5. That's all over under 52.5. They don't give a lot with that for whatever reason that is. I don't know why that.
I mean, they only beat UTSA by 3 points, I think, right? Houston.
Yeah, 17-14.
That was a brutal game. I'm glad I wasn't watching that one.
Yeah, the UTSA almost beat them. I mean, Houston got lucky. Man, it's but that goes to show you the first game is always the toughest game. It's like the NCAA tournament. You got to get past that first game.
Yeah.
And once you do, you kind of go on from there. Oregon at Texas Tech. Texas Tech plus 6.5. Texas at Alabama plus 7.5. Texas is plus 7.5. UCF at Boise State. Boise State's plus 3.5. I mean, they're not giving UCF any love when it comes to that. They should spank Boise State, I would think, after them getting beat up, brutalized last week. But that blue field, even though Ben has some of it.
Yep.
The one we just talked about. The Iowa State games.
So I might have to have y'all talk for a minute. I'm out of watermelon sweet tea over here. Nichols at TCU. TCU should just – I feel sorry for Nichols, by the way. How about the TCU guys all walking off the game and didn't do the fight song or the song with everybody? How about that they normally do tradition? And the coach is
that's strange.
They didn't know, they forgot. How the hell they didn't know they did it last year? You had 9 returning starters. You had a bunch of guys on the team last year, and none of them stayed.
They better spank Nichols, or they're going to be in some trouble. They look just in disarray.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. And then, of course, Oklahoma State versus Arizona State in Tempe. That's gonna be
Nice. The
fun.
boys are gonna have fun
It's
after
gonna be a
that
good
game.
time. Yeah, Rand, we should look at that 9:30 p.m. game on that. So that's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that.
What was your take on the Oklahoma State game?
I wasn't. I wasn't overly impressed with OSU. I was very disappointed. But then again, when you're playing multiple quarterbacks, what the hell are you supposed to expect?
Yeah.
My God, what is his deal? I mean,
I,
I
it's,
don't know.
listen, Gundy can do whatever he wants because he's, in perpetuity. He can go as long as he wants. He knows he can do whatever the hell he wants. He can do whatever the hell he wants. You hire a division, like you said, he hired a Division III coach's defensive coordinator. Really? He can just do whatever the hell he wants. So we'll see what happens. I know some kids that go there.
None of them look good to me.
I know one of my kids, Jaden Foreman, is there from Dale City, one of my boys, and I love Jaden. So, I'm excited. I'm gonna pull for him.
And this could have been the end of the game, and everybody was worn down. But Gundy didn't do too bad. I mean, again, they probably in the game tired. The defense was tired out, but while he was out there, he looked pretty good.
Yep, he did. Collaborative Logic, we want to thank them for sponsoring us, keeping us up and running. If you have any needs for computer software to be written to make your office run smoother or website design, they are the people to talk to. SRB, if you have any engineering, surveying, or planning, they are the guys for that to make sure your office runs smoother. Or, if you're a city, state, or municipality, they can help you make sure all of your stuff is going great. Oak Grove Trucking, if you have any needs for any rocks and dirt to be moved, they are the people. And then, of course, Greg and Max Neff, we want to thank them for supporting me as they always do. YNB, family owned and operated since 1912. Oh, you didn't say it, Nathan? Okay. The bank that makes things happen. The bank that makes things happen. They're an equal housing lender, a member of the FDIC, and sponsor for us to be here at Georgia's Happy Hog today for us sponsoring minority women and black-owned businesses to do our live streams to support them. You can contact them at www.ynbok.com. That's www.ynbok.com to pre-qualify online. Or, as Nathan said, they don't care. You can come in and see them or do it online, whichever way is comfortable for you. So you can go in and see Nathan or the Horn Man or any of those guys, Carson, at YNB at the main bank at 401 Elm downtown, YNB East off the Parkway, YNB Mustang, 218 North Mustang Road, YNB Parkway, which is off Garth Brooks and I-40, and then, of course, YNB Peoples, the one I always go to right there off of 23rd between Rockwell and MacArthur. And then, of course, DT Construction and Consulting. If you have any needs for any construction work inside your house, outside your house, roofing, Drew is the man to talk to, Drew Hinton, and he can do whatever you need to have done to get your house up and running and all that. You can call him at 405-209-4051. That's 405-209-4051. Or you can contact him at dtconstruction2015 at outlook.com. They're respectful, local, and loyal, which means he answers his damn telephone when you want to call. That's what the hell that means. So now in FIBA, I don't know if y'all watched any of the World Basketball Championships this morning. I don't think y'all did you?
I didn't.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, well, Serbia spanked Lithuania 87-68, and I just think Lithuania blew their wad when they went 10 for 10 against the USA to open the game, and USA could just never catch up. But one thing what I saw in the USA game over Italy, he stuck with the guys that he needed to stick with, which is what I talked about yesterday. Playing a bunch of guys, Austin Reeves, all these a bunch of minutes. No, you got 7 guys you need to go with. You've got Halliburton. You've got Mikal Bridges, by the way, went off for 24. You've got Cam. You've got Jaren Jackson. You've got Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards. You've got Ingram. You've got Cam Johnson. I already said Cam, didn't I? Jalen Brunson. That's your group. That's your core that you're going to have to go with if you want to win games, okay? And, coming off the bench with all the rest of them, whatever. They all need to play a little bit. But you need to play those 8 in significant minutes if you want to win. And that's what happened against Italy. They just jumped on them. And like I said, the USA has some issues, but maybe the best thing in the world that happened to them was losing to Lithuania, because now they have they had Italy to get them up and running off that first game to get to the Final Four, and then of course, scheduling wise,
Bancaro,
what?
I think Bancaro in certain positions.
Yeah, Burton. Well, that's what I'm saying. Play the rest of the guys. You're 9, 10, 11, and 12. You play them. Bancaro. You play Austin. You play what's our Walker Kessler. You play the guy I'm really not a fan of. Dark the ball head plays for. Oh man, what is his name? Oh man, Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis. I'm not a fan of his. Not a fan. So schedule-wise, of course, 3:45 this morning. Tomorrow morning. Germany will play Latvia, and then of course Canada plays Slovenia, which of course SGA versus our boy from Luka. So that's going to be a hell of a game. But Germany, I'm tell you what, Germany is just, dude. They look better than. I mean, them and Canada are the two best teams that I see as far as playing well. And I think Canada, if you had Jamal Murray, if he hadn't left, think about that. You had Jamal Murray, RJ, and SGA. You had quite a bit of squad there. But anyway, Germany plays Latvia at 3:45 a.m. Of course, I won't watch that. I'll just wake up and watch it the next day, or tomorrow. And then, of course, Canada versus Slovenia at 7:30. I will watch that tomorrow morning. And the winner of Germany and Latvia plays the United States, and in the finals to be announced on Friday. And the loser of Germany and Latvia plays Italy Thursday morning at 3:45, and the loser of Canada and Slovenia play Lithuania at 7:30. And of course, the winners of that Canada-Slovenia plays Serbia, which will be a hell of a game. So, anyway, that's what the schedule looks like for that.
Nice.
So that's gonna be kind of cool to see what happens in that. So, but like I said, the United States, I like what they did when he cut down and said, okay, here's excuse me, guys. They broke down and said, okay, this is who we're going to play, and let's get it going, let's get it out. But probably the best thing in the world that happened to them was getting beat by Lithuania. Now, in breaking news, the commander sent us this. The Lakers are interested in trading for the Hawks for Trae Young. What are you guys' thoughts on that possible trade?
There's only one basketball.
They don't have any draft capital to trade, and salary's got to match. So who's going to trade? I mean, you got to go 3 guys and a bunch of minimums.
Well, they have two first-round picks.
What do they have? What do they have? Their own first-round picks?
They have 26 and 29, I believe.
Well, but they've already traded. You can't trade consecutive years,
right?
And they've already traded 27. So. You can't trade. I don't think
you can't. You're right. You can't. I forget whatever they have something. I forget what it is, but they've got players, and I think that. And I like Trae a lot. In fact, like I said, I saw him last week, but I just think there's a disconnect between him and the Hawks. That's what I think. And remember, the difference between the NBA.
Well, yeah, he wants to win.
Well, that too, but the difference between the NBA and every other sport is that NBA players, the people know, hey, I'm not going to trade for a guy who don't want to be here. Okay. And the other teams are like that as well. So, which is why Dame is still where he's at, and James is still where he's at, because James wants to go to the Clippers and Dame wants to go to Miami. That's why they're still where they're at, because other teams aren't going to trade for them. I mean, would you? I'm not going to trade for somebody who don't want to be with me. Are you?
No, I would never trade for a Kyrie Irving. Never.
No, never. Kyrie Irving is a.
Hey, you know what?
You could give him to me for a bag of basketballs, and I'd be like, okay, he's poison. Get him out of here.
Oh man,
he's a great player. He's poison. Not in my locker room.
Pay me to play on my team.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
My deal with Kyrie is he's a hell of a player, and
he's amazing.
Hell of a player. But I
So
just
damn
when
good.
you look at him and his locker room presence and what he's done wherever he's been, you know, you know what they said? Believe your eyes. Don't listen to your ears. Believe your eyes. Okay? Believe what your eyes tell you. I mean,
Yeah,
now not when
man,
it
I'd
comes
put
to
him.
Magic, but other than that, yes.
Yeah, I'd put like him and Antonio Brown probably on the same page. Antonio Brown's one of the, I think, like an amazing wide receiver.
Well, the question is, do y'all think that's going to hurt Antonio Brown when it comes to the Hall of Fame? Because for what?
He's not getting in.
For
Are you
four or
kidding
five,
me?
but for 4 or 5 years, he was
You know,
extremely dominant.
No, he
yeah,
was
I
the
feel
best
like
in the world for 4 or 5 years.
Kyrie didn't have any legal problems.
Kyrie, that's
So
true. That's the difference. But Kyrie is going to get in the Hall of Fame.
No, yeah,
yeah,
Kyrie will get in the Hall of Fame for
Kyrie's
sure.
going to
But
get in the Hall of Fame.
I'm just saying that if you put their like personalities on the same, like that was just a football player I was trying to relate it to. It's kind of like an AB situation. It's
Yeah,
just like,
agreed.
what are you doing? Like,
Not quite as bad, but
Kanye West put all them in the same.
yeah, I agree.
that's
In,
the black.
in NFL news, guys, Oakley extends their official on-field partnership through 2030 with the NFL. Shocking. Does that shock either one of y'all? No, it doesn't shock me at all. Does it shock y'all?
Oakley?
Yeah, Oakley.
Dude, how long? 2030? Man,
2030.
him.
Yeah, they
If I
extended
was
their
the
because
NFL, I wouldn't take checks like that. I'd be taking little 3-year deals like the
well,
NBA players.
NFL only does big numbers.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah,
They lock you in for a while. They're not
they're
just
gonna
doing.
reschedule that.
No,
Just
they
like
haven't. This is they just redid it.
no, I know that's what I'm saying.
Oakley is really popular. Plus, Patrick Mahomes is their lead NFL sponsor. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah, makes sense.
they're not gonna change and do anything.
Yeah,
Now,
I got some breaking news.
yeah,
My luck. Yeah, my number one overall draft pick gets hurt day one.
Kelsey, yeah.
who is that?
Did you hear that? Did you not hear that, man? Travis Kelsey hyperextended his knee in practice today.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Yeah, number one overall pick. Gotta love that.
that was gonna be your number one overall pick.
It was.
No, it was my number one overall pick
In what?
in our fantasy league.
When are we doing the draft?
We already did the draft.
When did we
You
do the
got
draft?
Toronto.
Huh?
Last night at 6. Last night at 6.
I didn't see that. I didn't draft anybody.
You did, but it was on auto.
Wow.
You actually got a pretty decent crew.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. I didn't get a text saying we were drafting at 6 o'clock yesterday.
I'd be glad to go in on not having Travis Kelsey.
Well, I'm just saying I didn't. There was no text saying, "Hey, the draft is at 6 o'clock tomorrow." Or last night. I didn't get that. So whatever. I guess all three of y'all got y'all players and did what y'all needed to do. So, but anyway, that's what you get. That's perfect for you. Anyway, Chris Jones.
Ben, hold on, Ben. I know I said that to everybody.
There's not in a group text. I didn't see no 6 o'clock draft.
It was to. Hold on a second. I'm going to send you this screenshot right here.
Well, I'm glad y'all got. I don't play fantasy anyway, so I don't really give a shit, to be honest. Anyway, Chris Jones still holding out. The difference is the Chiefs are offering him 2 years, $54.5 million tacked onto this year. Jones wants a 2-year, $64 million deal, which is more than Aaron Donald. And remember his agents, the biggest client they have is Chris Jones. The rest of the guys they got are like T.Y. Hilton. I think Chris Jones overplayed his deal. That his agents overplayed it. Anyway, go ahead, guys.
I got to take real quick on this. So Aaron Donald, right? His contract, that's what, probably 3 years old at this point. I think he signed like a 5-year deal or something like that. Yeah, 3 or 4 year deal, something like that. So his deal's old, and he believes that he's the best defensive tackle. I think he's him and Donald are probably the only defensive tackles that still have a 3 technique that can break up almost every single play.
No, Quinn Williams can do that. And
he's good, but he's not as good as Chris Jones right now.
He's not quite as good as Chris. He's younger.
He'll get there. I just don't think Chris Jones is right at the final years of his prime right now.
Okay.
He's almost there to where he's about to get over. He wants to get a big paycheck, which I understand, and then I do think that him he wants to get paid like a defensive end instead of a defensive tackle because they make a little bit less money. So I think that's what is the deal that he's really trying to bank on.
I think he wants to be the highest paid defensive tackle to set the market.
But he wants to get paid more than that. He wants to get paid like a high defensive end. He's overshooting his shot right now, I think.
Go ahead, Nathan.
What did you say? What did you say the number for how far apart?
Jones wants 2 years, 64.5. The Chiefs are offering him 2 years, 54.5. So the Chiefs are offering him basically
honestly,
$27 million, and he wants $32 million. They're 10 years, 10
here's
years.
the thing,
They're $10 million apart.
I didn't realize it was that short of a contract when we've been talking about this.
It's
So,
it's
2 years?
well, no. It's 3 years, but it's really 2 years is what they're saying.
Because he has a year left.
Yeah, he has a year left. So what they're saying is it's
Oh,
2
okay.
years, and then it's 2 years guaranteed. The last year of any contract doesn't mean jack. Okay, it's just fake.
Yeah, you can
it's
bounce
just
it off
fake
if they
out there.
retire
It's just
or whatever.
fake out there. It's just not. It's not real. Okay, so the deal is this, and this is my thing. This is Chris Jones. This is my problem with his management's thinking. Okay, right now you've lost $1.5 million. You didn't show up last Thursday. The Chiefs exercised their right not to pay you the $2 million for the first 2 games. Okay, so he's at $3 million right now. Okay. And he's going to be 6 more games. He says he's not going to, or 7 games, whatever it is. Well, it'll be 5 after that. So that's another $5.5 million. Okay, which puts him at a little over $9 million or something, $10 million, I think is what it gets. Because right now he lost the first 2. He lost the first 2 games, so that's $2.2 million. He's got 5 more he's going to miss, so that's another 5.5. So that's, what is that, 7.7 million plus the 2 million. I mean, plus the million or something he's lost. So plus a $500,000 bonus. So Chris is going to, just if he comes back at week 8, you're looking at a minimum of 8 to 9 million, minimum. Now on top, but this is the thing. On top of that, though, that money counts minusing him next year. So if the Chiefs come in and tag him next year, guess what? His tag is going to be $10 million less.
Yeah, because it's the average.
And then what are they going to do? They're going to trade him at that point to somebody in the NFC North, okay, and get some picks like they did Tyreek. That's what they're going to do.
And it's awesome too. Andy Reid doesn't care.
Andy Reid's done. He's done with it. He's like, look, dude.
Yeah,
the players I think the players are done too. They're like, bro, we have a chance to win it, and you're willing to lose $10 million to get $10 million.
You don't want a Super Bowl that breaks up the locker room, man.
You
can't just come back to work and everybody just be like, "Oh yeah, hey, what's up, dude?" Like, it's just not it's not gonna be the same. It's just not.
And this is my thing, okay? What Chris Jones and his agents aren't, and there's agents and what they're trying to do is trying to get the biggest deal so they can go, look what I got.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what they're doing. This is what they don't get. Go ask Tony Gonzalez. Go ask Neil Smith about them coming back, trying to do deals and make money. And like, I play for the Chiefs, and the Chiefs fans are like, no, you left. No, you left for the money. So hopefully you made enough money. We ain't doing deals with you. Chris Jones.
They like Super Bowls. Yeah.
Chris Jones is going to be 34 years old, out of the league. Okay? 35 max. He'll be gone. Right? 4 to 5 years, he's no longer in the league.
You think so? Okay? You think so? Unless he does
unless he just gets lucky, whatever. And he's
something like
but
that.
let's say at the maximum 35.
Yeah.
So let's say 6 more years he's out of the league. So he's 35 years old. You screwed the Chiefs out of a chance to win the third Super Bowl, fourth Super Bowl, third under your third. You're back to back over money, and you think those Chiefs fans are going to be loyal to you?
Or the players?
Yeah, but I'm talking about down the road. Who cares about the players? Players aren't going to help you make money.
I'm saying the other guys
players aren't going to help you make money. When you're 45 years old, players ain't going to help you make money.
When you're trying to sign signatures and
you're trying to do stuff like that. You're trying to do business with people. They're not going to support you. And I will say this about the University of Oklahoma. The one thing that they do over Oklahoma State, they support their former players. Over Oklahoma State. That is 100%, okay? They support their players, former players, way better than OSU does. Not even close. Not even in the same hemisphere at all. That's the difference between Oklahoma and Oklahoma State. Oklahoma understands the number one resource that they have is their former athletes. OSU thinks the number one resource they have is people with money. It's a huge difference. OU gets it. OSU does not.
Yeah, you
And it's
kind of reminds
frustrating.
me a little bit like Green Bay, where you can like kind of like come back. Everybody
Well,
still
yeah,
loves you.
but no, I'm talking about any universities like that. Michigan State,
Yeah, a
Ohio
lot of them
State. It
should be.
doesn't
That's how
matter
they
what
should
it
be.
is.
Yeah.
They get it. They number one. Your number one asset you have are your former athletes. Period. Period. And they don't get it. It's just frustrating. Anyway, coach plan to employ running back by committee. Okay, in Jonathan Taylor's absence. What do you guys think about that?
The only way to do it. Missed out on Dalvin Cook. There's really not much else going out there. They didn't draft anybody too special. They didn't. They didn't really see this coming. So
Yeah,
not
I
too
agree.
much. That's
They
about all you can
Nathan?
do at this point.
might try to incorporate maybe Anthony Richardson. They play him a little bit into the running game too.
By the way, whose
Maybe.
deal is up? They need to turn your volume down on your Facebook. I don't know who that is, but I can hear it.
Do what?
I can hear whoever it is and stuff in the background.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't say. I don't know. I guess that's all you got to do at this point. I mean, I don't even know who's on their staff because they traded. They traded. Was it who was it? Who was the guy last year that they traded the Bills that returned two touchdowns in that game?
Yeah,
Punt returner. They already traded him. He was a great player too.
yeah.
So I mean, I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
I don't know.
Who the other
Steelers head coach Mike Holmgren, Mike Mike Tomlin. Can't believe I butchered his name. Is preparing for the Niners' Nick Bosa to be in the lineup. And the reason why he said that is because he said T.J. Watt wasn't expected to play either. And the 11th hour, the night before, they get it done, and he shows up to the game and has a T.J. Watt game. And they signed him to his extension the night before the game, the first game. They signed him to his extension. So he fully expects Nick Bosa to be on the sideline.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think?
Nick Bosa stayed in shape. It's not like he's out of shape. He's
yeah.
probably been out there chopping wood, hanging out, working out with his brother. He's probably just been.
And he's a defensive end. That family's insane, aren't they?
Yeah, their grandfather was a hitman in one of the mafia back in the day.
I believe it. And their
No,
mom,
I'm serious.
yeah, and their mom is a beast too, dude, athletically. Now Tom Brady says that Aaron Rodgers is invigorated as he ever has been. He thinks he's going to have a big year. What are y'all thoughts?
Yep, I do. I think he's going to play good. I don't know if they're going to win. I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I think he's going to have a great year. I think he's going to throw for a bunch. He's going to get all these guys underneath him. I really like Wilson out there on the flat out there. I think he's fantastic. He's got Cobb, and their run game's going to be great. I think they're going to have a lot of wins. I think, but I don't know if they're going to make it to the Super Bowl. But I think they're going to have a great season.
Okay, one question I have for you guys here. I did my playoff teams, and I've been really debating it. Okay, and I started doing my playoff predictions, this is what I can. I mean, I've looked at it and looked at it and looked at it, and I think I'm taking this is my final since the season starts Thursday. In the AFC North, I'm taking the Bengals. The AFC East, I'm taking the Bills.
Okay.
And the AFC East is, man, that was tough. I almost flip-flopped the Dolphins and the Bills. I really did. The Jaguars in the South, and then the Chiefs in the West. But now with Travis out and Chris out, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I saw somebody said the other day that they thought the Raiders were going to take it, and I was like, I don't like the Raiders in that division.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like the Raiders. I really don't like the Broncos.
Chargers or Broncos. The Chargers or Broncos.
I think it'd be Chargers before anybody else. They just got to control the football and the game clock at the end of the game. If they can do that, they'll be good.
So you guys, y'all have any problem with any of the lineup that I picked as winners?
No. Unless the Jets just come out crazy, that'd be the only thing. I think those two teams are going to be really close. I think the Dolphins are going to be right there. I think the Patriots are at the bottom. Chiefs or Chargers. If the Chiefs can't figure out these injuries and these contracts, then Chargers got a good shot. Broncos, I don't like Russ, so I'm never going to go for that.
Yeah,
but
Raiders are out.
Steelers, Yes,
Winning it?
Steelers, Ravens, Bengals. That division's they're gonna eat each other alive. So
That was my
that
only
one's gonna
other.
be
Yeah,
interesting.
my only other question was, do I want to put the Steelers in there? That was the one I was thinking about throwing.
Yeah, that
Nathan,
defense.
Nathan.
Yeah, I'm high on the Steelers. I think
I know,
I
but
don't know.
would you
We'll see.
change? Would you
I
change
don't
any
think
of these
they're-
division winners?
No, not the division winners.
Okay.
No.
What
The
about
wild card.
your wild cards?
I might put the Steelers. Name your 3 wild cards in the
Chargers, Ravens, Dolphins.
I might put them in. Over the Dolphins. But
I got
Ravens.
Chargers, Ravens, Jets.
Jets, Chargers, Ravens, Jets.
Yeah, I like Aaron Rodgers.
I'm
I think
I do too. I'm just kind of in the thing there. Okay, my NFC, I've got the Lions in the north, the East, the Eagles, Saints in the south, and the Niners. You guys? Ben?
Ooh, okay. So, yeah, I like the Niners.
Lions, Eagles, Saints, Niners. Who do you if you want to pick one, pick them all or change it? Which one you got?
I got Saints. I guess the Saints have to win that division, don't they?
Yeah.
That division
Somebody's
stinks.
gotta
Them
win.
are the Falcons.
Them are the Falcons. I've got the Falcons as a wild card.
Yep. And then, I got the Lions. Lions winning that division, I think, unless Kirky Cousins actually shows up in prime time. I think it's the only thing that would change it.
So y'all like the Lions or the Vikings. So the Lions, Eagles, Saints, Niners. Y'all have no problem with none of those?
Yeah, I got no problem with any of those.
I certainly like the North, but I just don't. I mean, you don't have anybody else to pick. So
Yeah. My wild cards are the Seahawks because Geno's Pizza. Being and Drew are talking me into the Seahawks Geno's Pizza. I still think it's closed, but that's just me. Cowboys and Falcons are my wild cards. You guys' wild cards?
I got Seahawks, Giants, and Vikings.
No Cowboys, huh?
Nope. No Falcons either. I think the Giants are going to play great. Danny Dimes just took $6 million off his contract the other day. He's trying to free up some space to pay some of their guys. He's buying in. I like it.
I just can't put the Falcons. I can't go with the Falcons. I don't know who I would put in their place, but I can't go Falcons.
I think they're going to be, like I said, I think they're going to be the surprise team. And then, of course, in our power rankings, Nathan, we got to get you to do power rankings, okay? But the power rankings right now, I've got the Chiefs, Eagles, Bengals, Niners, Bills. Ben has the Chiefs, Bengals, Bills, Niners, Eagles. So we might have to change it up. If Travis is hurt
I'd change mine out. I'd probably put the Chiefs at number 3.
We'll change that out
we'll switch
tomorrow.
it out. We'll switch
tomorrow
out.
Because, or Friday. Well, tomorrow. The first game is tomorrow, so we got to do it tomorrow. First game is Thursday. Right. So we need to send me your power rankings, Nate.
Nathan. Chiefs, Lions.
Then I've got number 6. I've got the Cowboys, Ravens, Jets, Chargers, Dolphins. Ben, you've got Jets, Ravens, Chargers, Jaguars, and Cowboys.
Yeah, I think that Jags team is going to surprise some people. They got a lot of talent over there. I think they just got Ridley, all that stuff. I like ETM. I think they're great. They got Ingram on the tight end. He's great. And Lawrence I think he's a weapon. Yeah. I think he's going to be a really good quarterback for the next 10, 12 years.
But I took
Calvin
Ridley.
I
took the Dolphins.
I think they're going to be great. And that defense is stacked too.
Yep,
so I really do. I like them. I think they're going to surprise people.
I took the Dolphins over them. That's what I did. But anyway, Nathan,
that division's going to be so tough.
Yeah, Nathan, give me yours for tomorrow on what you like and what you don't like tomorrow, on what you think.
You going top 10? What you're doing?
Yeah, your top 10. Yeah, because we have ours right here, so we got to get yours. And then, last but not least, today, guys, the U.S. Open. Women Coco Gauff took care of business, and she's in her first final. So congratulations to her.
Oh, that's awesome.
Did you guys see yesterday where she was in the deal where the umpire, her girl, sat down and she was taking these breaks, and Coco corrected the umpire, and the umpire tried to get testy with her, and the fans were completely behind Coco. She's like, "Look, everybody sees what's going on. How do you not? Do y'all have a problem with her calling out the guy, calling out the lady?"
That's funny. Love that. Good for her. I hope she's good for a long time.
Yeah, and then of course she plays the winner between Cercia and Machova. She plays them, and then in the other women's finals, when can we get? I mean, we got one American guy, the Keys girl, and then Vanda Rosova, and then we got Zhang and Sabalenka on the other quarterfinals to get to the finals. So that's going to be interesting. Can't wait to see that. And then of course in the men's, you're going to have that. You've got Alvarez versus Zverev, and I like Alvarez a lot. Alcaraz, I like him a lot. And then Zverev, we'll see. Medvedev, I like him. Ribley, I like him. But I still take Alvarez Alcaraz is my favorite. And then of course,
Yeah, I like his
and
personality.
then
He
of
has
course,
like a
yes,
strong.
and then of
I
course
like that.
Djokovic is Djokovic. He's just
Yeah.
he's a beast, dude. He is an absolute. He's an absolute monster. So, okay. Then the last thing is, well, I'll just wait till tomorrow. We're gonna do my question of the day tomorrow, and I'm gonna give you guys a chance to. I'm gonna tell y'all what it is, and then you guys can do your own list tomorrow.
Sounds good.
Because I came up with mine,
Hey,
and
what?
go ahead.
No, you guys finish. I got one last thing before we get off.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to read you your lineup, your fantasy lineup. It's actually not a bad lineup. You got Joe Burrow, Austin Eckler, Bijan Robinson, Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams, Kyle Pitts, Cooper Kupp, 49ers.
Cooper
defense,
Kupp is not playing.
No, I know, but he will one of these days. Your bench, you got Nick Chubb. Who's the guy from Detroit, the running back? Something Brown.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah, and you got Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Travis Etienne, Josh Gibbs, is that right? Jamar Gibbs. Sorry.
Jamar Gibbs, okay.
And then you got Damian Pierce from the Texans.
Who's my defense?
The only question, who's your what?
Defense.
Your defense is the 49ers. So, yeah, you got a good defense.
I got a pretty good. Thank you, computer. Because you guys did me no favors, so I appreciate the computer taking care of
I
me.
want to know, Dan, why, and you're a fantasy guy, so there's got to be a reason behind it. Why in the world did you draft 3 quarterbacks?
Who? I drafted 3 quarterbacks?
That was Ben did.
Oh yeah.
Did he already get off?
Taking them off the list.
Who did you draft, man?
They're solid.
Who'd you draft?
You got Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Trevor Lawrence.
See? Look at that.
Okay. All you did was
I can see Lamar and Josh, but after that, why?
Because I had nothing else to lose at the end. I was like, I might as well take Trevor Lawrence so nobody else can get him. I think he's gonna have a great year. So I was like, okay, well, if he's sitting on my bench, nobody else is getting those points.
That's
Good
true.
for me.
That's true. Your top 10 wide receivers. That's what tomorrow, guys. Here are my top 10. And you guys do your top 10, okay? Let me see.
You might have mine.
Yeah, same here. I would usually go chalk on stuff like this, but guy from Detroit, right? Number 1. Man, guy from LSU.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got Justin Jefferson. This is no particular order, by the way. Okay. So you guys can do yours, unless y'all want to put somebody in this list, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. I've got Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams, Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, A.J. Brown, Garrett Wilson, C.D. Lamb, and Calvin Ridley.
Mm-hmm. Calvin Ridley, after the gambling, you still got him in there?
Dude, he's back. That was 2 years ago.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I think losing $11 million has got him straight, don't you?
Yep, I think so.
I think you lose $11 million. Hey, unless you're Chris Jones, who doesn't care about $11 million, trying to get 9.
How long is Cooper Kupp going to be out?
Cooper Kupp's going to be he's
if we're talking about no matter injury or not, you got to put Cooper Kupp in there over a couple of these guys. He's a fan. He's a top 5.
Cooper Kupp they're seeing a specialist. They got a specialist coming in. So
Are you
whatever.
talking about just health? If you're talking about healthy right now, then I like this list.
Yeah, he's my deal with Cooper Kupp. He had 1 year.
No, he's had a bunch of years.
Very good. Listen, Ben, to be what he did 1 year. The rest of the time he was average. Go look, he was average. He had 1 year.
Uh,
Like I've always said, anybody can have 1 year, bro. Anybody. Do it multiple years, then let's have a conversation. I don't care what anybody does 1 year. It's like me with Dion.
I
Y'all
think
won. Y'all won the game against TCU. Now come back and beat Nebraska, and then spank Colorado State. Then you got Oregon. Okay, let's talk about it.
I think he had two good seasons. I give him 2 good seasons, but you're right. I mean, he's
But what I'm
very
saying
good.
is,
Though.
I'm talking about
Still
be
very
in
good.
front and be in front of one of these guys. He's had 1 year.
Well, he's better stats than Calvin Ridley in every single one of these
Well,
years.
because Calvin really played 1 year with. I mean, look what he did, and then.
Oh no, I'm
bam.
saying every single one of his stats is like if I compare their year by year, Cooper Kupp beats him every single
Yeah, but I'm just
one,
saying
every
is,
single year.
I'm taking Calvin.
I know. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
I'm taking Calvin really over
You
here.
tell me to prove you wrong. Just did.
Well, no. You just put out stats don't mean nothing to me.
And yeah, but Garrett Wilson also has no experience.
Okay,
so you
Gail,
really can't
but
put
like
him in
this,
there.
I'm talking about upside. These both guys are young. Cooper Kupp
Just
is
telling
damn
you.
near. Cooper Kupp
I'm
is
just
how
telling
old?
you.
Ben, Cooper Kupp is how old?
You're right.
How old is he?
It's fine.
How old is he? That's all I'm saying. Cooper Kupp is a certain age, so I'm not taking
right.
I'm not taking Cooper Kupp under any circumstance because he's old. I'm not
Right.
taking him.
What about AJ Brown? AJ Brown or Debo Samuel?
Hey, dude.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey,
Debo was my
did y'all-
second
hey,
argument.
Did y'all see
but I
that?
was-
Hey, did y'all see that guy behind me? Did y'all see that guy behind me? He just walked up and he just stood there and started staring at me. And I ignored him because I was talking. And I'm like, what the hell are you staring at me for, bro?
What are you looking at me for?
What the hell's going on, dude? I don't know you. Speak. If you know me, say something. Hi. You know?
Oh, I see it.
You know, that was weird, dude. I was like, what in the... And he just stood to the next to me, just stood there and stared at me. I don't know you, man. Do you have a good... If he was younger, I'd be worried. I'm like, you know, he's too old to have a gun in his pocket, you know, but he's younger, I'd been worried. But anyway, Ben, what I'm saying is Cooper Kupp is
I
like
got you.
30-something years old. I'm not going
I'd
to
still
take an
probably
old
put
dude.
Debo
I'm
and
not
AJ
taking an
Brown.
old dude over a young guy.
I'd probably put Debo and AJ Brown in there.
Hey, I got A.J. Brown in there, didn't I?
For you?
Oh, I don't think you had AJ Brown in there.
I thought I had A.J. Brown in there.
No, you didn't have AJ Brown.
He deserves. Oh no, he's in there. He's in the list. He's on
Okay,
the
I
list.
thought
My
A.J.
bad.
Brown was
My
in the
bad.
list. Okay. It's like I
My
thought
bad,
I
my
had
bad.
A.J. Brown in there.
My bad.
Y'all trying to come up with stuff, trying to,
Nope.
confuse.
Hey, I went and looked. I double checked, and I'm calling myself out. I
Okay,
said I was wrong.
well, good, because y'all be on me. I don't like this double team action y'all be trying to do. Drew is gone, and y'all still be trying to do the double team action on me, man. Y'all wrong, bro. No, I've got Justin Jefferson, Devontae, Stephon Diggs, A.J. Brown, C.D. Lamb, Jamar Chase, Tyreek, Keenan Allen, Garrett Wilson, and Calvin Ridley. They're all young except for Tyreek.
I think Calvin Ridley and I think what was I just saying?
Garrett Wilson.
Keenan Allen. No, I think Keenan Allen. I mean, I think he's good. But if he's good as some of those other guys, I just don't know. Like Debo Samuel, Debo Samuel's pretty good.
Debo Samuel is pretty good, but he's not a wide receiver.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not. He's
categorized.
No, whenever Christian McCaffrey came over, he went straight back to wide receiver.
Yeah, he carries the ball. He's a unique guy. He's not a wide receiver.
You're killing me, man.
He's not a wide receiver. He's just not. He is a slot wide receiver / running back /
He's not a running back
He's
anymore.
like I know, but he never was he never was a running back.
There was a huge argument with him because he wanted to get paid as a running back and a wide receiver.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And then they traded for McCaffrey.
That's what I'm saying. He got paid for both. That's why they paid him.
Yeah, exactly.
They paid him because he's both, so he's not either. He is a hybrid.
He's definitely He's definitely a wide receiver.
He's hybrid. Anyway, he's a hybrid. But just like Calvin, it's just like Travis Kelce. He's not a wide receiver, but he kind of is. You know what I'm saying? He kind of is. Right? Or do y'all disagree with that?
Last time he threw a meaningful block.
No, he is.
Oh, wow.
He definitely is a wide receiver.
You two are a mess, man. Where the hell is Drew Hinthorn on HuskerDrewPicks.com when I need his ass? You know, because he'd be on my side for once. That's what I think.
Is he still wallowing? I mean,
I don't know. Did he pick last night?
He did. Yeah, he did. Guess what his name of his team is?
Oh God. Huskers.
No, no. It's Texas. I give you a hint, Texas.
Oh, Dallas Cowboys.
No, it's America's team.
Oh God. Okay, quick question for you guys. If you're Jerry Jones and Dak doesn't perform, Do you pay him or do you exercise your deal and say, see ya?
I would have said see you 3 years ago, but that's just me.
Ben?
So yeah,
I'd say if you're Jerry Jones and you got the capital that you do, and you still got Trey Lance, then you got to let him go if he's not going to do a team friendly deal, right?
Well, he's gonna demand top
Well,
of the
he's not
market
going to be able to
again.
demand much if he plays like shit.
Well, but I'm just saying he's gonna go. Look, this is where the top of the market is, and it's going to be somewhere around 55, 56 million at
Yeah,
that
but
point.
he's not there at the top of the market, is what I'm
I
saying. He's just not
understand
worth
that.
it.
He's still going to want that much money. And remember, you can't franchise tag him because he took that off the thing.
Yeah, I don't know. I
So
don't think you pay him if he's demanding that. Doesn't want to take. Say he takes 40, maybe you pay him.
he ain't paying. He ain't taking 40. I can promise. He ain't gonna
Well,
take nothing less.
that'd be like, all right, we'll
He's
see you.
he's the
And
next
then
guy up.
then he shows up the next day and he's like, okay, fine, I'll take the 40. And you're like, you know what? Today's a new day. Now it's 39. Like
Yeah,
I'd be
no.
doing that shit. Then I'd be
Well,
like,
no, but
you're not good
to
at
be
your
straight
job.
up, do you take him or no? Do you keep him or no?
I wouldn't keep him unless you can get him for a deal, team friendly deal. It's the only way.
Nathan,
same here. I don't even really like him anyway, so I just let him go.
I think you let him go. If he doesn't take you to the playoffs if he doesn't make it to the
You
championship
got to win
game,
2 playoff games.
you got to win 2 playoff games. He's won 2.
I go a
Remember,
step further. I go a step further and
I
trade
think
him
he's
this year.
missed 17 games in the last 3 years,
Yeah,
and
and he's gonna miss more this year.
he's made 120 million.
I mean, Cooper Rush looked pretty good.
I just think
Well, yeah, got
the
Trey Lance
question
back
is
too, so
do they do what the 49ers did and say, listen, we just want to get somebody kind of like a Cooper Rush. We're gonna have a great defense. We just don't want you to screw it up. We just want you to be a manager. That's
Just
all we
hold on
want.
to the ball.
We just
Make
want you to
sure
be a
we don't
manager.
lose
Don't
the
throw
football.
stupid interceptions. Don't put our defense in harm's way. Because you got to remember, McCarthy, I mean, you got to look at Jerry Jones. He got rid of what? He got rid of Jason Garrett and didn't blame Dak.
Yeah,
Then he got rid of
Zeke.
what's our deal with the coordinator this year? Well, you
Kellen
got rid
Moore.
of Amari. You
Kellen
got
Moore.
rid of Amari Cooper. Then you got rid of what's his name? What's the offensive coordinator? Kellen Moore. And
Kellen Moore.
then you turn around, and then if y'all don't win again, McCarthy, you're gone, and Dak, you're gone. Because
And
I switched,
Riley and Kenny
because
Pickett.
I switched offensive coordinators twice. I switched the head coach, offensive coordinator. I switched the offensive coordinator. I switched 2 head coaches and an offensive coordinator because Jason Garrett was a head coach. So I switched 2 offensive coordinators / offensive coordinators, head coaches, twice, and you still couldn't get nothing but 1 win. And let's face it, I still don't know how you screw up. I still don't know how they screwed up against San Francisco 2 years ago. How the hell do you not go down quicker after you got the first down, understanding what the situation was? I don't get that. They do now,
That's
though.
terrible play.
They do now.
Terrible
So.
play.
Anything? You got anything else, you guys?
I'm
I mean, just a little bit of just hockey, real quick. NHL, they're playing a couple games in Australia next year, which is cool. Kind of building the game a little bit, and then they got World Series over in Sweden, which should be pretty sweet too as well. So just a
What
little
the
bit of
hell
things
is
trying to
that?
grow the game a little bit.
What the hell is a
They're
World
taking 4
Series?
teams over there. They just take 4 teams over there, and each team plays each other twice, and they count them as their regular season games. They're just going to be in these crazy atmosphere arenas. Like usually they do London, they do Berlin, they do
So they do
kind
this
of like
every year.
yeah, they just started doing it the last couple of years, but they're like building it up. They usually only take 2 teams. Now they're taking 4, and this is the first time they're going to Australia, which is pretty sweet. So
Do they have
just
hockey
build
in
the game up.
Australia?
Yeah, they got rinks over there. Yep, they got teams. Not
Oh.
any, I mean, not any good, but so should be pretty cool though.
the plastic ones.
Do what? Yeah,
Those
exactly. Yeah,
plastic rings over there?
yeah.
Oh my God.
But the hockey games over in Europe, they cheer the whole time, just like they do in soccer and stuff. So that, like those games are so cool. Like the crowds have all these chants going the entire. I mean, it's wild.
It's kind of like
Everybody's drinking a ton of beer. It's
to
crazy.
me. It's kind of like which NFL team is going to end up in Germany? Or London.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what's going
exactly.
to happen.
So they're
That's
taking
what's
4
gonna
this
happen.
year, so they're trying to change it.
And the question
So-
is, which one is the Jacksonville Jaguars?
Oh yeah, is there going to be like a team that no? Let's see.
I mean-
so the Minnesota Wild, the Toronto Maple Leafs,
No,
Ottawa
no.
Senators, and
I'm
Detroit
talking
Red
about
Wings.
NFL football. Which one
Oh,
of those
yeah.
teams?
Who's going over there this year?
No. Who's eventually going to move over there? Because the NFL is slowly, you can see, they're trying
I
to
think they're
figure it
gonna.
out.
I think they're gonna put a division over there before they do one team.
Well,
They're gonna do. They'll have to
remember
do.
though.
They'll have to do a whole division.
Which team over there is going to be over there for 2 weeks? Remember, I forget what team is this year is going to be over there for 2 weeks.
It's probably Jacksonville because they're owners.
I don't remember who it is, but anyway, one of the NFL teams is going to be over for 2 weeks. They're playing 2 different teams overseas in 2 weeks.
Let's
I
see.
think eventually that's what the NFL is going to do.
The Chiefs and the Patriots are playing in Germany this year.
Well, the Chiefs are playing the Dolphins, but I'm saying there's one
No,
NFL.
no, the Chiefs are playing the Patriots in Germany, and the Bills are playing the Titans in the United Kingdom.
No, the Chiefs are playing the Dolphins.
No, that's not what this says, but you're
If
right.
you go back and look at the Chiefs schedule, Chiefs are playing the
I'm
Dolphins.
looking at it right now.
Yeah, Chiefs are playing the Dolphins.
Chiefs Patriots. Right here.
I don't think that's right.
That's what I'm getting to.
Let me see. Where is my thing?
It says Bills, Titans.
Titans, Jaguars, Kansas City Chiefs, and New England Patriots will each play in international games. So, and it says the Chiefs and Patriots are playing Germany, the Bills, Titans, and Jaguars are playing London. So it looks
Okay,
like
the Chiefs played the Dolphins in Germany November 5th. Like I said,
I don't know where you're seeing. I don't know where you're
I'm
seeing
looking
that
at the NFL schedule right here. The 2023 NFL schedule, the Chiefs play the Dolphins in Germany on November 5th.
I don't know. I'll have to look at it.
I'm just
I got
saying,
you.
that's
No worries.
that's
You're
what
fine.
I got right here. That's because we've already talked about it on air about the Chiefs and playing the Dolphins and what Tyreek is going to do to them. And it's going to be overseas. If y'all pull up the NFL schedule, it'll pop up and y'all be able to see it.
Yeah, I looked up the international games and it doesn't have the Dolphins anywhere.
Look at the NFL schedule. Don't look at no international games. Look up the NFL schedule.
That's what it
pull up
is.
the Chiefs. And it will tell you, or pull up the Dolphins, and it will tell you against the Chiefs November 5th in Germany. So, anyways, while y'all are doing that, I'm right and y'all are wrong. It's okay. Thank you.
I think you just have an obsession with being right, man.
Hey, it is what it is.
I still think you're wrong. It's okay, though.
No, I'm right. It's right. If you pull up the NFL schedule.
NFL.com says differently, but it's okay.
Oh, my God. No, it doesn't.
I'm just telling you. It does.
Official NFL schedule says Dolphins, Chiefs, in Deutsche Bank Park.
Thank you. Thank you, Ben. Thank you.
I just looked at it.
No, you did not. You look.
Yeah,
Pull up the Chiefs.
I'll send it to you.
Pull up the Chiefs.
I'll send it to you. Don't worry about it. I'll send it to you.
NFL schedule. Let's pull it up right now.
I'll send it to you.
Let's do game. Let me see. Let's do Chiefs. Ben, I'm not dealing with you right now.
It's fine.
It's okay. You're wrong, and it's okay. You're just trying to irritate me. It's fine, but you're not going to do it today. I'm not letting you do it. Anything else y'all want to talk about that you may know what you're doing? Thank you. Okay, good. All right, so I want to thank everybody for watching this show. I'm not cutting y'all off. Go ahead and say your goodbyes. Go ahead.
Cheers, boys. Have a good one.
All right, my guy High Stick Harry, Ben Dillman, and my guy Nathan. Hey, what's your last name again? Nathan Taylor.
Really, man?
Nathan Taylor at YAB. I appreciate you guys, and I want to thank George's Happy Hog for having me here today. Thanks for my watermelon sweet tea, my hot links, my mac and cheese, my greens, and my chopped brisket today. So I did not do ends today. I didn't do not ends. Yeah, my watermelon sweet tea is perfect. It's delicious, man. It's delicious. RQ has it. RQ has watermelon sweet tea. Watermelon, my girl, one of my moms told me about that, Heather Burke. She was like, I was talking about my watermelon. She goes, they have that at RQ. And I'm like, they do? And so every time I go to RQ, I stop in and get me a big old thing of watermelon sweet tea. It's delicious. It is delicious. So.
You ever go into HTO, man? Just out of curiosity?
Do what?
Go to HTO? HTO? You ever go to HTO?
The tea place HTO, no, I've not been there. They're building one over by me, kind of, so I'll go to it when it gets over here.
I've heard that place is real good.
It really is. Now I get to see the girls that come in Santa Fe, the front desk girls. I tease them all the time because they bring in their HTO, especially. Well, actually, it's more Bailey. She brings in her what's it, HTO?
Dude, it is great. It is great.
Yeah, she says it's
Chicken
really
with
good.
Happy Hog, fresh,
It's really good.
and blueberry sweet tea is amazing.
The what, sweet tea?
Blueberry sweet tea.
Blueberry. Yeah, no, it's not watermelon, man. I'm out. I'm good.
Dude, it's still good, man. I'm telling you, it's great.
I like my watermelon. Leave me alone, man. Don't say anything, Ben. Let it go. Anyways,
I'm not gonna say anything.
hey, just because
Don't
somebody,
drag me into that.
hey, just because somebody opens the door doesn't mean y'all have to walk in the room. Okay? You can look in. You
I
don't have to
didn't
walk
say
in.
a word, man.
I appreciate both of y'all for doing that.
No, I closed it behind you. You're good.
That being said, thank you guys for coming on, and thank everybody for watching this edition of The Unpopular Hour with Matt Clark. See you guys tomorrow.